So hey, it's been a while. Today I'm gonna bam. Oh my god, I have ketchup all over my desk, man. I need to clean that up. That ink on here, but alright. Yeah. So today I'm reviewing my sketchbook. I did this from August 2022 to June 2023. So in addition to this being a sketchbook tour, I'm gonna share a few of the things that I learned while, doing it. Like, I learned a lot, not only in this sketchbook, but in the one I'm learning currently. Gonna share some wisdom. If you're better than me, it might not be applicable, but, we'll see. This is for me in 10 years to, reflect on and be like, whoa, I was so bad, now I'm gonna be so awesome. First drawing are these hands. I did this for school. I did not know how to draw hands, as you can tell. These are really rough. I did not know how to draw hands. I did not understand the structure. I did not understand how the fold, the wrinkles should work. I didn't understand how I could simplify it in an appealing way. These are just really ugly. I don't like looking at these. I don't think any of these are good. Next page. Okay, so this one, I'll go do this one first. This one I actually did later. This page was just blank for a couple months, so I just decided to fill it in. This is called a sorrow head, and basically it's just really simple planes of the face. And when I drew it, I didn't realize how much it actually helped me. The face is pretty simple when you break it down into easily distinguishable planes and stuff. It is much less daunting when you can break it down. Tip 1, break down things that are hard. Break it down. Break down not only the things that you need to draw, but also break down other art that you like, because it can be very valuable. It's lesson 1. Next one is this bug. This is my first time drawing with actual ink. I got a dip pen. Let me get it out. Here it is. Let me get the ink. Ink. So how you use it, you just dip it in, you just draw. And it's awesome. It's so much fun. When you're having a good time drawing with ink, there's just nothing better. Another thing is that you have to let it dry. So for something like this, after I'm done using it, I gotta carry on my sketchbook like this, trying to get the air to it, because if I close it, it would smudge the whole drawing. I know this doesn't look too great, but it was my first time drawing with ink, and it was very fun. Next up, we got these faces. This was also for school. So this beginning part of the sketchbook was my summer project phase. I had to do it for AP Art, which I didn't even end up taking. These look pretty bad for the most part. There's a couple good ones, but I really did not know how to stylize faces in an appealing way. This looks horrible. A lot of these look so bad. A couple of standouts I feel are this guy looks pretty good. This girl, I like her hair. I feel like I drew it pretty good. She was okay. When I drew it, I was like, whoa, this looks great, but it's okay. A lot of these are pretty bad. But next, okay. This one's a sad. Lesson 2. Less is more, less is more. Do not overwork your drawings. This is from Fully Cooley. And I thought it'd be cool to redraw a scene, but, from an animated thing and make it look like it was in a comic. But I had no idea how to shade with my pen. Conti, the robot, actually looks pretty cool. But the big robot in the back looks horrible, because I overworked it. If you can believe it, at one point it looked pretty good when it was just the marker and the ink, but I ruined it. This is horrible, and this makes me so sad, because at the time when I was drawing this, I was having so much fun and I thought it looked so great. Hatching is very hard. It's very methodical, and there's actually a lot of thinking involved. This is what happens when somebody doesn't know how to hatch and tries doing something cool. It looks horrible. I didn't go with there's just so many issues you can't even break it down. It's just bad. I feel like the one part that's hatched kind of well is this hand. I like how I separated the dark, the medium, and the light on the fingers. Other than that, kind of like a lost cause. This drawing made me so sad. Next. Oh yeah, this is very strange to me now. This is my first time drawing people in my sketchbook, and I was so scared that I would mess it up that I drew it on a separate piece of paper and I taped it in. So lesson number 3. Don't be afraid of your sketchbook. Don't treat it like it's some holy thing. All this is the paper you have on you, right? If you want to draw, this is your paper, so just draw on it. You don't need to treat it like it's something amazing. You can see that later in the sketchbook, I just put garbage in here. In this beginning stage, I was very scared of everything I was putting in. I was not putting in as much as I could. And I was so scared I taped this in. And I can't believe this is my first time drawing people, because I do it so much now. But these look bad. Oh yeah, so summer project phase ended like back here. Now this is for college portfolio phase. So I needed to draw something entirely from my head without looking at any references. I started off with this guy. It's not horrible, but you can tell like I didn't draw the head because I was not good at drawing heads yet. I didn't draw the hands because I was not good at drawing hands yet. And this, I had so much fun drawing this. So I was reading Blame. I never finished it because I didn't really like it. But I loved his drawings of buildings. Like they looked incredible. I was just so inspired by the drawings in Blame that I wanted to draw buildings in like the same kind of, these all look like, okay, this one's kind of bad. But this drawing, this building here, like this was so much fun to draw. And honestly, like, I'm still kind of proud of it. Like not proud, like it's nothing crazy, but like, I don't know, it's cool. Next. Oh yeah, this is a field trip. I drew some flowers. Oh, they're horrible. They suck. I drew people for the second time. You can tell this is like much better already. Like these people still look weird, but like it's better. The folds on his pants make a lot more sense. Like this guy is the best looking person on the page. It's a big step up from my last one, I feel like. Oh yeah, I was reading 20th Century Boys and I love it so much. And I just kind of drew this like you know, admiration for the series. Yeah, 20th Century Boys is amazing. Great story, just great everything. Next, this is planning for a drawing that I'm doing. You'll see in a couple pages. Yep, so this is also planning for that same drawing. I want to do it in color pencils, so here's my planning for it. This is my practice. There's more people I drew. I remember I was really proud of her. I was in photography class when I drew that, and that class was a joke. I just basically like hung out and drew. It was so much fun. But I remember when I drew her, I was like really proud. I was like, whoa, this looks like a human, and like you can tell the folds are getting better. This is also for college. I had to draw something from direct observation. So this was my art room. So every day in art class, I would just look up at the ceiling. There's this guy. This was after my portfolio. I kind of jumped around a little bit. So if there's like a blank page, I'll just insert something into here. But this is the first drawing I did after my portfolio, and I felt so free. And I got these Copic markers, which are pretty cool. When I drew them, I was like really proud of it. There's also some really, really wonky things. Like, look at his shoulder, it just keeps going. I had a ton of fun drawing this. It was so much fun. Oh yeah, and then since what I can do, since they bleed, I was like, okay, this would be cool to do a B-side, so I went over it with marker, or pen. It doesn't look as good, but I just thought it'd be cool. And this is the big thing that I was preparing for, the color pencil drawing. When I did it, I was like incredibly proud of it, but I don't know. Next, blank page. Oh yeah, this is one of the final things I did for my portfolio. This looks bad, so this is another thing for my imagination. And initially, I just drew this guy. And the fact that I was able to draw someone who was like relatively human looking from my head was like crazy to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. But he looks weird. And then I just kind of messed it up because I was trying to draw a background and I didn't know how to make it look good. Like I feel like in hindsight, there's like simultaneously too much going on and also not enough going on. This drawing does not work. Yeah. This is the last thing I did for my portfolio, just some apples. I did this the day that the portfolio was due. This is my first time just like figure drawing, I guess, just like trying to figure out the body, I suppose. Oh yeah, so now that like I'm free from this curse of the portfolio, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do something awesome. So, first thing I did that was awesome was practice drawing arms because I didn't really know how. And being honest, doing this did not help me. But what did help me was in researching for this, I don't know who said it, but it was somebody who basically said the arms are built up like chains, right? So the shoulder like goes out, right? And the bicep like, it's like a chain, right? I feel like I'm explaining this poorly. There's a lot of people who are better at drawing than I am. If you just imagine it like as a 3D shape as like a chain, that helped me a lot. This one, I'm gonna blur these. There's like some of these ideas are kind of cool. So the big thing I wanted to do after my portfolio was make a comic, and I'm still doing that. Making a comic is very hard. It takes a very long time. This is me just trying to plan, right? So I'm gonna blur these because maybe I won't. You know what? I'm not gonna blur these. One of these prompts is what my comic ends up being, and you guys will not know which one it is. I got dibs on these, Oh, these are just some ideas. This is what I wanted my character to look like initially. Dude. Oh yeah, so when animating for my portfolio, I was really frustrated that I didn't know how to draw shoes. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw shoes. This was fun, but it did not help me, actually. New tip, I think it's 4 or something. If you wanna learn something, if you wanna study it, you have to break it down. You can't just like draw it. Or figure drawing, because, you know, through animating, I was like, okay, I don't know how to draw people. So figure drawing really helps a lot with that. Bam, next page, more figure drawing. I did this for my head. It's actually kind of bad, but when I did it, you know, initially I was so proud of myself. This, I'm blurring this because this is actually a spoiler for my comic. But this is like a character for my comic. And these are just some like random albums I drew because I was like, okay, I'm kind of bored. So. Oh yeah, I was trying to do stuff with perspective, like foreshortening, whatever. This is Dark Souls, so let me get this out actually. In my old sketchbook, I did 2 Dark Souls drawings. I did this first one, which I actually showed on this YouTube channel. Yeah, and this is my second one I did. So yeah, I wanted to do another Dark Souls drawing. So I did this. This one, I don't know, like it's okay. There's like a lot of detail and it took a while, but like, I have much more of an emotional attachment to this drawing. Like this drawing is so much more fun to draw, and I feel like, honestly, it might have turned out better as well. If you guys want, I'll tour through this sketchbook too. Like it's shorter. Oh yeah, this is Bump Chadley. My friend drew this as a doodle. Oh yeah, I tried drawing hands again. I had no idea how hands worked at all. Like these are atrocious. This is somebody who like knows generally what a hand looks like, but doesn't know how it works at all. Yeah, so like, okay, I need to fix this. So I tried drawing a bunch of hands, trying to break it down and stuff. Learned some stuff like the palms the same length. Oh no, you're supposed to measure to the knuckle. Yeah, to the knuckle. That's so. Bam, bam, same length. Try it yourself. My knuckle's right here. Bam, bam, same length. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are bad. I was learning though. These do not look great. These don't even look good. Here, I just started using this really cool website. Tip number 5. Use like reference websites. So the website I was using in this sketchbook is called Line of Action. And that's where I got this lady from, and these hands, and these people here. Yeah, use Line of Action. It's a good website, really good for learning how to draw a lot of things. This is just, I was in economics. I drew this guy and I was like, whoa, it looks good. And I tried doing it again. And I was like, oh, this looks horrible. Bam, more Line of Action stuff. So these are pretty bad, but like, something about this guy still looks like appealing. This hand sucks, but just like his head, like it looks good. I'm not even gonna like, you know, it just looks good, I feel like. This is a hand, looks weird. Another hand that looks weird. I hit something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you. I was so embarrassed of this. Look at this. Horrible hand. I was like, sticky note this. Cause like, okay, part of the reason why I did this is like, at school people would just like, pick up my sketchbook and like flip through and stuff. And like, so I had a certain level of like pride to it. And I didn't want people seeing garbage and stuff, which was probably the wrong mindset. But like, you can see that like later, I kind of got over that. Just left garbage in here anyways. Oh yeah, she looks horrible. This hand looks horrible. This is from Vagabond. It's a panel. The artist is named Takahiko Inoue. He's an amazing artist. I'm going to put some of his art on the screen right now. He's incredible. He's just the best. If I could get anyone to teach me how to draw, it would be him. So yeah, I love his art. I tried replicating it. This looks really bad. So what I tried doing was replicating what he did, you know, just like at face value without understanding why he did it. I didn't know why he did the things he did. And honestly, like, this is a bad recreation of this panel. I'm gonna put the actual panel on the screen. This looks weird. I wanted my drawings to look like his, and I just didn't. So, like, there's so much I learned. Like, here's a drawing I did, like, last week. Okay, tip number 6. How he shades, I'm just gonna use a sticky note. How he shades his faces, because he does lines. So say, like, this is a face, right? What he does, he shades, like, vertically. When in doubt, just hatch vertically. Because the face is, like, a vertical. Like, everything generally runs down. Like, there are definitely exceptions, but like, for the most part, everything in your face flows downwards, even if it's like the eye bags or whatever. So I did this drawing last week, And I don't know why I don't like it. That was then. I did this last week. I tried figuring out how I could make my art look like his. I feel like I'm definitely closer than I was here, but like I still haven't quite got a grips on it. You know, these drawings, this one was just, I don't know, it was just bad. This one, my issue was, see the hatching on the face, how it goes in so many different directions, it's so erratic. The face doesn't, it's not that crazy. Like it all flows in one general direction. It's weird because the face doesn't flow like that. This looks weird also because of the neck shading is horrible. Should have just been vertical. Like I corrected that on this. Like I learned from this, I was like, okay, this looks weird because of this. But there are definitely some cases you could use other shading. Like here, I put like horizontal hatching by the eye, like socket, I guess. There's like a, where your eye goes in to represent the eye going in and this coming out because of the nose. Maybe that works. But like this thing here does not work.
Hey, this is me from editing right now. I just wanted to say that this is not an end-all be-all. If you are good enough, you can break the rules and still have it look amazing. This drawing is by Andrew Loomis, and it looks incredible. So, but just generally just know that the face goes downwards.
And this one I tried correcting it, like see, but this just did not turn out well. And this one, I obviously spent the most time on out of this page. And it's definitely the best I feel like, but it's still, there's some weirdness to it definitely. Tip number 7, I did this in the sketchbook too, this is when I like discovered it. If you wanna like build your line confidence up, what I do is I sketch with color pencil, and then just like, as you can see under these, right? I just like the general shapes and stuff. And just like right over the color pencil, just go with pen. Because if you do pencil, not only are you gonna waste like all of your time just erasing, trying to make the perfect line and stuff, it's faster, and also just, it makes your line confidence so much better. None of these lines were planned. Like I just kind of like, oh, I gotta do this, boom, 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 boom. But anyways, oh yeah, I'll, like, here's a comparison. These are both looking at photos. Like, just see how much better I got from here to here. Improvement is real. Like, you will improve if you draw a lot. Like, this isn't like anything great, but this definitely isn't great. So I got better, and you can get better too if you practice. And you draw a lot, and you try your best. When did I draw this? This might be like, yeah, this is 8 months apart, which is kind of nuts. I feel like that's kind of crazy. Like 8 months is not a long time, so. Wait, no, I'm not recording the audio on my computer. No. Oh, who cares? The audio for this one's gonna suck. I'm not gonna spend so long on future pages. More of the same, lineofaction.com, just kind of practicing more. This sucks, this also sucks, what was I on? His hands, I don't know, nothing too special. Also from Vagabond, this guy looks horrible though, I did a horrible job drawing him. Next, this is my mad at myself phase, because I was so frustrated I didn't know how to draw. I was trying to, you know, I was trying to sketch stuff and it looked horrible, and I tried drawing a face for my head, and I was so frustrated with my skill level at the time. And then I drew this, and I was like, I don't know, this looks bad. And then I drew this, that was all I drew on it. This page is really frustrated, and there's highs and there's lows, I guess, so. Horrible, this page sucks, but I drew this, I was in government, like the class in high school, and like, I was so like happy with that for some reason. I feel like it looks pretty good. Compared to my other stuff in this sketchbook, like, compared to this to like, that. Like these were both done, how do I show this? This versus this. Like these are both done looking at images. So, I don't know what happened. This just looks much better. You know, that was a pretty big high, I guess. And this was another low. These are for my head. This is the whole page for my head. I was just really frustrated that I wasn't good enough, and like, these look horrible. And then I took a break at this point, and then I came back about a month later, 3 weeks. This is March 9th. I drew this. I drew that on camera, if you guys saw the speed art. This looks weird now. At the time I was so proud of it, but this is weird. But bro, look at his arm. Like, what is that? It looks so bad. I'll say, I do still really like the energy. The energy is cool. My cousin drew this. Oh yeah, I drew this with Copic markers. I don't know if you can tell, but this was kind of like me breaking free, like having fun with drawing again. Oh, this drawing was so much fun to do. My friend wrote Chalet on this page for some reason, and then I never drew anything else on it. Oh yeah, hands. I got so much better at hands from the beginning of the sketchbook. So this hand sucks, but like, this hand's weird too. This hand's bad, but like honestly, actually wait, I remember this hand being pretty solid, but looking at it now, it's like, weird. This hand though, for the most part, it's pretty good, I feel like. I went from drawing this, like stuff like this, and this, and this, to this in 3 months. So if you like dedicate yourself to it and really make an effort to learn, you will get better. Like, it is inevitable. This is another Vagabond panel. I massacred this one. This is so disappointing. I thought it'd be cool, but look at his nose, bro. Looks so bad. Also, the hatching on this, horrible. Oh yeah, this is fun. So these suck, but this is the fun thing. I wanted to work on the stuff that, you know, I was getting good at, or I wanted to get good at. So like, okay, I'm just gonna put a little checklist. The stuff I wanted to get good at: perspective, hands, faces, hatching, foreshortening, anatomy, shading, folds, and environments. But yeah, I've gotten better since I did this, and it was like been like what, 6 months. These are kind of weird. This guy's horrible. I feel like the best guy is this guy. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but again, it's just like I feel like this captures some kind of energy. Like when I drew it, I was like confident with my line work, you know, like just worked. Oh yeah, trying to practice more stuff, you know, more hands. More hands. You know, the more you draw stuff, the better you'll get at it. I feel like my favorite one out of this page is honestly like this, like that fist. I don't know, there's a certain like quality to it that I feel like is appealing. I don't know what it is about it. This one looks weird. I tried drawing it with Copics. It doesn't even look that much better upside down. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to get better at drawing environments, so I drew this. And this looks weird. It looks like how I shaded it, everything is moving, and that is not what I wanted to get across. If something is too daunting, I'll try and simplify it. And a lot of times how I do that is just shading in one direction. It does simplify it, but it also makes it look like it's moving, kind of. I did that with another drawing I did lately. I feel like maybe that one works better than this one. My issue is I just am not good enough. Oh yeah, this guy's weird. My friends told me he looks like Walter White. But this skull, when I drew it at the time, I was very proud of it because like I thought it looked very clean, and I thought it was really aesthetically pleasing. And I really liked the line work. Like I thought it was confident. For some reason, I really enjoyed that. I don't know why. And yeah, see what I did? Like, drawing the shapes with a color pencil. I definitely messed up a couple times. You'll see, like, oh yeah, I drew the head way too small, and then too small, and then I realized, you know, when you go over it with the ink, you like course correct. You're like, oh yeah, gotta do this, and that helps you, you know, get better at drawing. Next, I drew this because Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. This looks bad. And then I drew these because I was like, I want to know how to draw people. This face looks horrible. Don't know what was going on there. This is also weird. I remember that looking better. Oh yeah, these are fun. So on the line of action site, you can like do set timers for yourself. So I was doing figure drawing. I was doing 10-minute figure drawing, and it was all like just this one dude. This is the first one I did. You can tell I got much more efficient with my time. Like this one is not good. This was really fun, honestly. I want to do this again. Because when you only got 10 minutes, you gotta go fast. You gotta really quickly analyze what's there. Look at this foot though, oh my god. These are hands, these look bad. This is a house. This is some more hands. I drew this. I have good memories of this part of the sketchbook. It's like, this is the part of school when like it was like ending. And I was like, okay, well, it's like late in the year now, so we're not gonna make you do anything. So it's just like sitting outside drawing. It was just so much fun. None of these look good. This looks horrible. Yeah, this one's fun, I guess. This is Nujabes. I don't know if any of you know who he is, but he's one of my favorite, if not my favorite music producers of all time. Like, he is incredible. He's so good. You can recognize a Nujabes beat, like immediately. Like if I'm listening to a song, I'm like, oh, what is this? And I'm like, oh, it's a Nujabes song, of course. Nujabes, he's awesome. He's great. But yeah, this is like one of the first few days of summer. Yeah, so this is when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start drawing my comic now, so I gotta do hair. More figure drawing. This looks horrible. This is so bad. This one's also not great. This is fun. This is on my birthday. I drew these on my birthday. It was fun. I like this guy. He's simple, but it works. And then next, the final drawing of my sketchbook. Right here. Bam. My Miles Morales drawing. I was pretty proud of this when I made it. It's nothing like crazy, but I like it. It makes me happy that I was able to do it. Like, I love this movie so much. The original drawing of this, like, means so much to me, and it's like, you know, just the fact that I was able to redo it, and I'm so much better now, just makes me so happy. Yeah, finished at 6/27/23. Bam. Don't be afraid to draw in your sketchbook. Draw, because you are gonna get better. Compare this to this. When I started the sketchbook, I had never drawn with Copic markers before, like ever. So, and then I learned how to, and I made something that's like kind of cool. Break down art and like other things that you want to draw. Oh yeah, also, don't burn yourself out. You can improve if you want to. Just like work hard and then you can do it. Yeah.